How were the enigmatic ancient Nazca lines of Peru created? You can only make out their shapes from high up in the air. Could the famous images and lines more than 2,000 years old found on the wide open plain of Nazca have been created from the air? Countless researchers have considered this obvious idea, since there is no high point to direct production of the ancient depictions in this barren area. From the ground, Nazca lines make no sense. The gigantic pictures etched into the dry dirt are only clearly viewed from far above, and we discovered Incan fortresses atop Andes mountains only because of the flights of modern airplanes. And so too were the Nazca images first seen or deciphered. We had to fly over these old mysteries to find and fully appreciate them. The lines portray a spider, a monkey, a lizard, a dog, a whale, a fish, other oddities like aliens and various types of birds. Not only do the lines form imagery, another major mystery is this: perfectly straight lines that continue for miles on a strange plain marked from long ago. Investigators have speculated that the extended straight lines were landing strips for ancient astronauts. How were they done? Who made them? And why? What were they? The conclusions or answers are these: lasered, sprayed from high in the air by ship's computers, devolved Indians after the more advanced Incas and long before Old West Indians, and also they could have been signposts. Consider the desert plain of Nazca is almost like the surface of the moon. There is no rain, there is hardly erosion or much entropy at all. A mark, an unnatural gouge or indentation, will survive the sparse weathering in this part of South America and Peru. And these are just some of the images. Lasers are a logical answer to the straightness of lines that go on and on for miles. They were probably done very quickly and with definite purpose. Such a conclusion comes from the exactness of the lines, the order, their precise placements, and constant width, etc. And the lines of images don't start and stop. Lines of the images are continuous motion, as if the pen never left the paper. There are no crosshatch marks. The artist did not go back and fill in spots with separate lines. Each image is one masterfully crafted design, probably produced very quickly, burned into the ground with a graceful, swirled, extreme sophistication of a diamond cutter or engraver, in motion from the air, were the pictures made laser etched from computers on board the craft, with set image programs that had symbolic meaning, direction, and features and data is the question. And we have black and white photos where it is a sense of size and perspective. The lines are only 4 inches in width. Another consistency that a machine did this is the width of the lines. The width never alters. The width is always 4 inches. This is important, and the fact of laser straight long lines which only make sense from high in the air. This is Peru, and near the stone wonders on top of the Andes mountains, and this is within an area of incredible Incan ancient ruins and history and mysteries, not from alien astronauts but from our long lost prehistory. In the true version of prehistoric times, we flew and utilized the dangerous forbidden fruits of great technologies, it appears. Nazca contains multiple enigmas, such as the mountain with its top sheared completely off. The high flat land is not a natural mesa, it was engineered to be flat. Numerous researchers have asked, what happened to the huge mountaintop? Have we not, although primitively, bulldozed and carted off vast volumes of earth for highways and homes? And why? What was the purpose of Nazca images and straight lines? The answer must take off, circle, and land on the subject of flight. Everything points to ages of West Indian flyers, also at a time when East Indian Vimana flyers crowded the skies in India. Pilots probably used an aerial language of symbols, similar to our images on road signs and city signs. Many empires mastered the air long before the Wright brothers. The physical evidence tells us in Egypt, India, and China. It's interesting that Nazca banners and billboards were possibly at a time not as advanced as an early time of light-speed saucers and disc-shaped spacecraft of pre-Incas, but on the order of later, less advanced Mayas, Aztecs with hieroglyphs, and hovercrafts and airplanes. One more clue in the vicinity of Nazca, only towards the ocean, is massively carved at the shore, not 4 inches in width. Another misunderstood signpost points the way to Nazca for any incoming sky vehicle, Vimana, Indian flying craft, or airplane that came over the ocean. And everyone calls it the Trident or Candelabra at the Bay of Pisco. And this is it right here, and you can see it if you turn it upside down. It's a rocket with thrusters. Everyone is wrong. You would be amazed at what you'd learn if only a different angle was viewed. It's not a trident or candelabra turning the image upside down. The image appears to be a rocket with thrusters. Viewers can plainly see the nose cone, fuselage, fins, and rocket thrusters blasting away. The idea of a rocket with old-fashioned thrusters for propulsion aligns with the devolved state of Mayan Indians and not the much earlier Super Incas with a far superior technology. And these are some of the Nazca lines and images and symbols. And let's keep in mind that it was a continuous drawing, as if the pen never left the paper. Very strange animals, and they don't seem to have symmetry. No one knows what these things symbolize. And this is on Bended Reality by T.S. Caledon. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.